Welcome. And welcome to the show. I am your host, Joey Wobbs. That is Mr. Link on the back in the background. And this is WabbsLink episode 32. Wanted to kind of step in and say apologies for missing last week. It was a little bit of a personal thing that I wanted to make sure I dealt with before I got back on stream. So I am back now. I am ready to start having a conversation about how everything went last week and the week beforehand as well. We'll really probably speak just on last week and what's going to happen with Liverpool, because Liverpool is only 1 point away from winning the title. And then we will get into the win, and we will get into the window and go through what both teams need, as we've done every single week for the last couple of weeks, and what links are still available and still going. Link, you there, bro? You there, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What up, y'all?
Well, bro, I'll let you go first on your week. You guys had I think it was a pretty easy game from my recollection. It was actually the Trent goal. That's right, the Trent goal.
Dude, that hurts so much.
Yeah, I felt like that probably would have hurt against Leicester. You guys I didn't get to watch your game. I normally do watch a game. I didn't get to watch it this time around. How did everything end up playing out? Like Trent scored late in the game. Like, were you guys just not that good? That's why you guys didn't score. Like, what ended up happening?
I don't know if I should have this shirt on. Hey, what's up, guys?
You're good. You're good. No one can read it.
Good. Glad to be here. Happy to see everyone. 1 point away.
1 point away, bro. 1 point away from 20, man. Like the title said, 1 point from 20.
And it's exciting, but to be honest with everyone, I'm trying to muster up this excitement because it's been a waiting game. It's been a waiting game. I watch Arsenal games with more anticipation than my games because it doesn't matter what we do. We just need Arsenal to lose games. So, but our game was, I think our game was a representation of how I laid out what's going on at the course of our season. It was a dead game. No one really played bad, but no one really played well. Salah, once again, since that new contract, missing chances. No, it's not the end of the world, but it could be a sign of things to come. But once he missed those chances, the game kind of died out. Leicester wasn't offering too much outside of Matt Beattie on the left. And to be honest with you, he gave Bradley fits.
I know that, like, when I told people last year, when I told people in the beginning of the year that Maresca turned Mavididi into a good player, like, I believe me, I watched Mavididi for a long time at Montpellier. Like, he was not this good. He wasn't. He was not this good.
What is it? Is he 27 now?
Yeah, he's like 26, 27, something like that. But like, I could see a team taking a shot at him on like a Maxwell Cornet kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I could see for him. But like, a team like West Ham could use a winger like that if they lose. If they lose, what's it called? Because then if they lose Kudus, then he could play on the left because they don't really have left wingers. They don't have right wingers.
And that would fit in with West Ham's MO of buying championship wingers.
Yeah.
No slight to Matt Beattie.
No, and I think Matt Beattie is actually a good. He's turned into a very competent player after his time with Maresca last year. Very competent.
Yeah, and so he showed that ability against Bradley, and Bradley did not have a comfortable game. Got a yellow card, I want to say in the first half, or maybe he had a couple of fouls against him in the first half, but he never got comfortable in the game. And Trent coming on wasn't as much Bradley as much as the game itself needed an injection of something, and that was the most obvious change to make as far as quality. Mm-hmm. And Trent popped up with the goal. He looked like he wanted to make a difference. At the end of the game, that game didn't matter, but it was nice to see that we got the dub. And the celebration, man, everyone's talking about the celebration. I don't think it means too much in the sense of his contract negotiations.
I think
I think
that's what
that's
I think. Fabrizio already came out and said so. That
what, that he's still leaving.
yeah, he's leaving.
Yeah, exactly. And so, as much as it's a nice moment for him to have, personally, I'm in the same place where I want the season to be over because I want the trophy and I want the window
So
to
you
start.
think does it happen next week against Tottenham?
This Sunday, it happens this Sunday.
So because we're getting back to scary times again. Beginning of the season, we had this conversation when it was me and you. That's when we started this show. We're right back to game 2 of the season versus us coming around. Where do you think the head is after that? Do you think it's a on the beach situation?
For certain players, yes.
That's
So
that's huge. I mean, I don't think
for
you guys
you,
can
yeah.
afford. I don't think that you guys can afford having certain players going on the beach against us when as some of these players are starting to come back, especially like Lavia is going to start this weekend, and he's going to be he'll probably start this weekend and he'll play against you guys because he's not going to play in the midweek. He's not even available for that European game. So I just a thought. I mean, I'm gonna get into my game first before we have that conversation because realistically, we don't have to have that conversation until next week, anyways. But yeah, I was just kind of curious on what your thoughts were.
I think the old brigade will be coaching it. So Robertson, Trent, probably a Gakpo.
You think they give Virgil a day off? Maybe.
Not against Chelsea. I don't think this is the thing. So unfortunately for you, I don't think we lose against you or Arsenal. I think we tie those games because you guys come out, score first, and then we're like, oh shit, the season's still going on.
Well, not really. The season's not going on anymore. I mean, it'll be over.
Like, I think, no, I know, but personal
you would have been
pride,
on the beach. My point. Are you on the beach? Are you? You know
I don't think they'll play it. They'll stay on the beach for the entire game because I think you'll go up early enough so they're like, all right, fuck.
Okay.
Like, I don't think Slot wants to take losses because the other part of that is that the players, all the question marks are playing for their Liverpool careers the last 4 games because this is the last.
That's where my mind is at, though, right? Is it gonna be Konate and maybe not even Konate, but like Konate and what's his face, the other guy that you guys have?
Kwanzaa's going to be playing for his life. Harvey Elliott's going to be playing for his life.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what I mean. I think that those are going to be the players we see more of. I think we might even see less of like McAllister. So he just like a bearing on his legs. He's played every single fucking game at the end of for this year, pretty much. Same thing goes with Van Dijk. Like those are the players I'm in my mind. I'm like Kelleher probably. We see Kelleher at the end of the year instead of Allison.
Yeah, you will. Like, Kelleher will finish out the season.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like that. This is where my mind is at. With like by the time you guys see us, as long as God willing, you guys do what you need to do this week.
And you know that's like we're not losing to Tottenham. At the end of the day, that's what it comes.
I don't think you're losing to Tottenham either, but I'm just saying, God willing, the Premier League's the Premier League in the end. So let's get to Chelsea real quick.
Yeah.
So we played Fulham. It was going to be a tough game. This is not a team like Fulham's been catching teams, especially in the Big Six. Like they've been catching all the Big Six. They've caught all of us, including you. Like they've caught all of us. So like it wasn't a game to kind of let off to think, oh, we're gonna walk in and just take it, especially on our form. Nico Jackson, bro. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. This guy is not good enough for our football club. I do not need a striker to do all the other things, which, by the way, he's not doing right now. On top of him missing chances, he's not doing all the other things that everybody loves from Nico Jackson. The passing's not good. The decision making's not good. We always know what his shooting's going to be like. The positioning's terrible. It's terrible.
His movement and positioning has gotten
for me, I've been out on Nico Jackson for a year. It's been around a year now from now. like from last year around this time, I was already out on Nico Jackson. I'm saying he wants to play. He loves Emery so much. Send his bitch ass to Emery. Excuse me for my language. Send his ass to Emery, son. I'm being serious. Like, Ollie Watkins is already out of favor. It seems like he's on his way out. They're starting Marcus Rashford. Give him the striker that he wants then. Okay? Give it to him. 45 million, 50 million. You got it. You got it. Have him at Villa. You got it, man. You got it. You can have it. In the stipulation that you go get me the other African striker. That is the stipulation. There's no ifs, ands anymore. You keep on bugging around the nobody wants him other than us. Go get him. No one can. He wants to play for our football team. It is very fucking clear. Go get Victor Osimhen. It's not that. Like, I just don't see why this football club is refuses to buy fucking experience. Refuses. It refuses to. I swear to God, we're right back to what I say every single week about these sporting directors. They are FM sporting directors. They go on FM. This is their daily routine. They turn their fucking computer on. They load up FM 24 and they run simulations all day. All day. Simulations of FM all day. That's how they get their links. Now we're linked to Malik Tillman. What's that? An FM fucking signing. If I've ever seen one. Big up Staffy for the raid, man. I appreciate you, G. We're gonna get a dub tonight. I don't care how bad Tibbs is. Big up everybody coming in. As you know, we always welcome you. Welcome. But when it comes to Nico Jackson, bro, I can't do this shit no more. It's every week. It's every week. We doing the same things. Every week. We wondering why is this guy can't finish anything. He can't finish a cob of corn. What are you talking about?
Big up for the raid, stop. Miss you on pro clubs.
Can't finish a cob of corn, bro. Like, I'm not even. I ain't saying here. I'm done with this. I'm done having this conversation. Like, and to me, if you want to get Liam Delap, okay. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna give him a chance the same way I gave Nico a chance.
Sir.
But I'm done with this guy.
Sir, unfortunately, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and advocacy for your board. Is this situation here why the board has an opportunity to say this is why our recruitment policy works? Because now, once again, in pursuit of a better player, you have assets that you can move to either make negotiations easier or get your foot in the door to start negotiations. Because you've done this once again, like you're doing with Carney, like you're doing with Vega, and like you might be doing with Jackson.
Bro, to me, I don't have a problem with the way that they've pursued these young players. Okay, like I don't necessarily have this like big issue with the way that they pursue these young players. Right. But there has to be a sense of the stabilization of the squad. There's nothing stabilizing this squad. It's like replace young with young. That's what we're doing if we get Hoyson, right? Because realistically, I don't think it's going to be Cowell Hoyson like everybody believes.
No.
We'll get to that in a second because that's part of our transfer part of it. But like this whole, it just feels like we're going from young to young, and we're not. And it's and the specific part of this is you're going from young to young in the spine, and you're not necessarily bringing any type of mentality behind it. There's no mentality behind buying a young player. You can't look at a fucking graph and tell me there's mentality on the graph. There's none of that. Like you have. That's why I believe these guys don't watch football, bro. Is because they are literally looking at graphs. This is what I mean by FM sporting directors. They're looking at graphs. Like if we played, me and you, we played FM. We know what we're looking at when we're looking for a player. Like It's not like, to me, it's not rocket science the way that they're moving. Like being linked with Jarrell Hato, that's not
Oh.
what scouting you're doing. What amazing scouting you're doing. It's like, you see where I'm going with this? Like you know exactly where I'm going with this. It's like, anyways, back to the Fulham game. In the end, bro, Tyree George, bro. Hey, kudos to you, kid.
What a finish.
To you, kid. Kudos to you, kid. Kudos to you, because you deserve in all forms of it, not just the goal. You've been strung out when some of these wingers don't deserve opportunities, and you didn't even get the chance. You get a chance at striker in the Conference League, you take it. You get a chance at striker in the Premier League, you take it. Kudos to you, kid. That's all I got. That's all I can give you. He's getting his chance and he's taking it. Okay, that's it. There's nothing to it more than that. Not only that, he held up the ball pretty well in certain moments. Like the kid only got 30, 50, 25 minutes. But I've seen on a throw-in, he's holding up the ball, laying it off. Like he was awesome. Okay, I don't want him to be playing striker for us, but he was awesome for what he did. He deserves all the credit in the world for how he played. Seriously. And ball striking. What I've been saying for months and months on end. I don't need a striker with 15 shot power on FIFA. I don't need a striker with noodle legs. I don't need a striker who doesn't know how to put his foot through the ball. Okay? Point blank, period. Guess what? Tyree George can put his foot through the ball. And guess what happened?
He did.
He put it in the fucking corner.
That was a good hit, man. I'm happy for him. That was a distinctive hit.
Yeah, he didn't even think twice. He didn't think about it. He didn't think about it, bro. The ball fell to him. It was like a little flick from Palmer. Ball fell to him. And he just hit it.
I don't think Palmer lost the ball.
Nah, it was Neto. The ball fell from Neto, right? It was like a flick into Neto. It came short. So Neto came short to it. It hit him in the chest. Mm-hmm. The ball was coming across to Tyree George. Palmer just tipped it, and it went over to Tyree George because somebody was going to intercept it. The second goal. That's how Maresca wants to play football.
That's Maresca ball. That's Maresca.
That's how Maresca wants to play football, by the way. Like, just saying, like, if you guys didn't see how that goal was created, it was the midfield combining on the wide area.
The ball get wide, yeah.
It was Maresca ball. That was Maresca ball for you right there. Like, kudos to that. Hey, they played the football without Nico Jackson out there. In the end, guess what won us the game? Ball striking.
And it's like, and that's the thing with ball striking. You don't have to place it every time, bro. Like,
no, that Neto goal, was right at the keeper. Yeah. It was right at the keeper. It was just too hard for him to even have even a reaction to it.
Yeah.
The shot was too fast and too powerful for him to have a reaction. It was right above him. It didn't go in no corner. It went right above the keeper. But he swiveled the hits and just hit the fucker. Like, sometimes that's what you have to be able to do. And we can't get that, bro. We can't get that. We're not getting that from the current strike. Mark Yu would hit the ball better than this kid. Mark Yu will hit the ball better than him. He's 19 years old. I watch. You go watch shooting drills in Chelsea. You could see it live and in person. Them next to each other. Nico Jackson hits the ball and Mark Yu hits the ball. You tell me you could tell. If you can't tell the difference between the two, you don't know football. Plain and simple. I'm sorry. You don't know football. That's it. If you can't tell the difference between the two, you don't know football. You haven't played football in your life.
I think Jackson should be a striker, but he strikes the ball like a winger.
Yeah. It's probably why he is a winger. Because he could barely strike the ball. And even then, you should be able to strike the ball as a winger, in my opinion. That's why I don't see everybody's, move him to left wing. Nah, I'm good. Give me somebody else. I'm good. That's it. Sell him to Villa. Get me a guy who's going to actually be. Get me a guy who's actually going to stay in the box, straight up. Because when we play because we playing Everton this week, and Nico Jackson's going to start, and when we don't have nobody in the box to cross the ball to, because Nico Jackson's nowhere to be found, I'm gonna be right again about what type of striker we've needed for the last fucking year and a half. But I've been saying that since I got onto YouTube. We needed a different profile striker. I gave Nico Jackson a chance. Now I'm not giving him no more chances. Plain and simple. I'm done giving him chances. It's that easy for me. Why should I keep giving this guy a chance? Why are you giving Nunez continuous chances? You're not. I mean, there's a certain point. Nunez. I mean, you're Liverpool fan.
He's done. That's
what I'm saying. So why should I keep giving a guy chances who misses at a similar rate as Nunez?
Because you're not fighting for a title.
I want to be.
Yeah, but that's why Jackson is perfect for your team this year. Because the same way I have this terrible agenda about your board is too scared to put the pressure on your players, having a striker like Jackson allows you to grow as a team, have some type of output, but at the end of the day, you're able to visibly see what the weakness is in your attack now. You need a winger that can produce consistent GA, and you need a striker.
If we go get a striker, right?
Yeah.
And let's just say it's Delap.
Yeah.
That means we're just still in this growing phase.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's not acceptable if we don't get Champions League. That's simple.
So
it's that simple, really. If we don't get Champions League, it's not acceptable. It's that simple. Like, there's no growth. There's no growing then. Do you see what I'm saying? Because last year we were in 6th. It's not because we didn't get. It's not we're in Conference League because our place had us in Conference League. We're in Conference League because Man City fell asleep at the wheel in the FA Cup. So if we don't get Champions League this year, it's a failure. It's a failure. Period.
I don't see it that way, and I'm not sure your board sees it that way, for better or worse, because it technically would be a level up in competition.
How? This is the same place. We're in the same place we were last year.
I understand that, but you will.
It doesn't mean that we didn't grow. We're in the same spot. Just because we're in the different competition doesn't mean we're not in the same spot. We're in the same spot. We were 6th last year. This is my point. Like, no matter how you can present it to me, it doesn't make there is no growth this year. You didn't make no growth. Getting the lap is not growth, in my opinion. It's not. It's not growth. I like the kid. I think he's a better striker than what we have. I really do. I believe that he is for sure a better striker than what we have. I do believe that. But it's not that much. But, bro, Nico has 9 goals. He'll probably end up out with 11 and miss 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, but let me ask you, are you done with the game itself?
Huh?
Are we moving on to transfers yet?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're already on transfers.
Okay, so what is the window that makes the lap okay and seen for you as an improvement? Like, what is the combination of exits and incomings that need to happen for the lap as your starting striker to be okay next year?
Realistically, we would have to fix the defense. Is the only way that the lap makes me
okay.
That's what it would end up having to be. It would have to be
the lap Gittins and Hoyson are 3.
Let's say it's the lap. Let's just say it's the lap and what's it called, right? Gittins. Like most people predict it's going to be. Okay, let's just say it's. We would have to get either a partner for Colwell or a partner for Hoyson because we're going to sell Colwell. That's the only. It has to be
Fofana
fix
going?
The defense. Fofana's injured until October, bro.
Oh, so you need 2 center backs regardless. That makes sense.
Potentially,
Unless you stay with Colwell. But
exactly.
okay.
Which me and you sit here at this moment, and I still don't believe it's going to be Colwell Hoyson. Like,
it's going to be what you said, and I hate it, but it's going to be what you said. You guys are going to end up getting Hoyson, and you're going to give us a deal on Colwell because you don't have to pay the full 58 to get Hoyson. I hate it.
And we'll sell you Colwell for around the same number.
No, well, you'll sell us to Colwell for better conditions than what you're getting Hoyson, because I think that's the only reason why.
Well, the conditions for Hoyson are actually crazy good. I don't
it's
know
3 years. It's 3 installments.
There's a report that came out. It's not a normal release clause. It's like a amortized release clause.
3 installments.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that works for both clubs. But I think
that's crazy.
Whatever, say if you guys get Hoyson, obviously I don't want that to happen. And if you sell Colwell back to us, I don't think it'll be, if it's over 50, it's going to be over a long period of time that we pay you, or it'll probably be 40.
With that, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be 40 mil.
Probably going to be over 50. Like, it'll be like 56, somewhere around the 50-60 range.
I don't think it'll be 60.
Split up in 6 payments or some shit.
I think it'll be 40 because we offered you 70 2 years ago.
He has a new contract since then. There's no way.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a youth player.
There's no way. I'm telling you this right now. There's no way we sell him for 40. I'm going to tell you that right now.
But I'm telling 45, bro. Edwards and Hughes, bro. They're not.
You keep on Edwards and Hughes. Edwards and Hughes is losing competitions, and Hughes is losing competitions in his own team. In his own former team. I don't want to hear about no.
What do you mean? We already got our left back,
Edwards
bro.
and Hughes lost two midfielders to us. I don't want to hear about no Edwards and Hughes.
What 2 midfielders?
Yeah.
What 2 midfielders?
You didn't put a fucking $100+ million bid on Caicedo? Yes or no?
Edwards and Hughes both weren't at the club then. That's why you said Edwards.
Okay, so what am I? All right, so why am I supposed to be all of a sudden afraid of these two?
Because the 9 players that are winning their second Prim Sunday were acquired by Edwards. And Hughes hasn't done anything in 2 windows. So I expect him to do something.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Edwards left in 2023. It's not 2022. I forgot the year. There's 9 players on this squad that will have 2 Prims.
Yeah, but not all of them were signed by Edwards.
Edwards was there.
Edwards was gone for a period of time, was he not?
Like 18 months. When Nunez got bought.
He's been here for 18 months.
No, he's been gone for 18 months.
When did he come back? This year, right?
This summer.
Okay, so like McAllister, Szoboszlai, all these players.
No, those were Schmatka.
Yeah, so all these players are Hughes didn't buy nobody last year?
Hughes has only bought Chiesa and Marmadashvili. He's only been here since the summer because they came in when Klopp left. Schmatka bought the midfield. So Edwards gets no credit for the midfield.
All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got
Edwards
the timeline wrong.
Edwards didn't come back until Klopp agreed to leave Mafia.
Maybe I got the timeline wrong, but yeah,
the timeline's wrong because Edwards and Klopp had a split, bro.
To go back to what we were talking about is like the only way I'm okay with the lap is if we truly fix the defense. Like that, that's the only way I'm okay with getting the lap. Like, because right now, like, our right-sided center back is more of a problem than our left-sided center back, and we're getting a left-sided center back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that people grasp that yet. Like, and not for nothing, I like the Sar kid, the Ismaili Sar kid. I don't know what his name is. Ismaili Mamadou. I think it might be Mamadou from Strasbourg that we got.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, the right-sided center back for Strasbourg. Like, he's actually he's a unit. The guy's a unit, and he's a really physical type. He reminds me of like getting Zuma at the young age. Like when we got Zuma from Etienne at a young age. That's what he reminds me of. But you can't have Zuma without having Terry and
Rudiger,
Cahill and Luis and Thiago Silva
to give him that experience.
you can't have that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my problem. Is like the experience that we have is Tosin in the back line. Tosin. And like nothing against Tosin, bro, but bro, you never had an experience in your life that is meaningful at Fulham or wherever you were before that.
City Academy.
Yeah, like what experience was meaningful that would provide some type of guidance to some of these center backs, who are like Hoyson, who's going to be the Spanish center back in a few years, like the leading Spanish center back in a few years. Like, what are you going to provide to that kid, who's going to be the starter for Spain in a few years?
But that's why he should go to Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense in that manner, but then who's playing right-sided center back?
For you?
No, for you.
I don't know what they're doing with Kwanzaa, brother. I
don't know what they're doing with Konate, brother.
I don't know what Konate is doing with Konate.
Yeah, that's what you should be worried about. That's the one that you actually have to be worried about now.
Well, I'm not worried. I'm not worried because Van Dijk signed. So I think that was a big hurdle in the Konate negotiations.
You think so?
I think
Konate
wasn't going to stay around if Salah and.
I think the big thing with Konate that you got to have to understand is he's going home.
He is, and so we got to.
That's the problem there. It's not necessary. He's going home, and he's potentially going to what I think would potentially be the Champions League winners.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so how do you stop him from doing that?
How can you? He's coming off the title. Why wouldn't he want to do something like that? Go home to the Champions League winners, be a starter next to Pacho.
Yep, take over for Marquinhos, who's aging.
Yeah, Marquinhos. They're moving on from Marquinhos this summer. It's like confirmed. They're moving on from him. So I think that you could use Hoyson for sure, and I think he would probably have to start at right-sided center back. Romero's going to Atletico Madrid. That deal, I'm pretty sure, it's nearly done. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that fits perfectly in for him, and then I can finally rate him. I don't have to lie to these Spurs fans.
So yeah, I think Romero's going. You know who I would take? I'd take Lacroix.
Yeah. Shocker.
But I think Tottenham's going to try to get Lacroix.
It makes more sense for Tottenham to try and get him, especially because Donzo's a straight loan, right?
Yeah, Donzo is a straight loan.
I don't think Gahey moves. I think he's going to get priced out of a move once again, bro.
He has one more year on his contract, though.
Then he'll leave on a free and go to Newcastle.
I still think Gahey is a option for us, even though I don't like it.
Like, Mafia, you're saying a lot of players, but are you guys really going to spend that money? And especially, not even just spend that money. I know you guys spend money. But are you going to spend that money on first-team players alone? I don't see that. The way you guys recruit...
If they're in that age bracket, like Murillo, if Murillo... I guess the thing here is this, right? I don't think Murillo's leaving, by the way. Okay, because Nottingham Forest have no reason to sell him. Like, literally no reason. Like, there is zero... They're even if they don't get Champions League, like, they have no reason to sell him.
Right.
And he'll go for, 80.
Also,
that B-Stack one, bro, is going to haunt me if we don't even try.
Where would he go?
Tottenham want him. You know, the thing is I bet you Madrid get him. I bet you Madrid get him. I bet.
Why?
Because he's like fucking 30 million, bro. But, bro, we're going to have a lot of money to be able to spend, bro. We're going to have a lot of money to spend. Especially with the type of sales, the Chalobah deal. If someone gave us money for Tosin, I think we would take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll have money to spend. Disasi, we'll be able to get rid of. there's enough interest in Felix, from my understanding, where looks like we'll be able to get rid of him too. We can move if we can move Sterling and Chilwell for like anything, 5 million or whatever. They're on their last year of their deals.
That'll free up wages too.
Yeah. Yeah, we just gotta go
stuff.
we gotta go and make it just go make the statement of getting Osimhen, bro. And that's my opinion. You gotta just go make the statement and get Osimhen.
You get Osimhen, Gittins, and you get Hoyson and Bisek. That's the title charge.
That is a title charge. Literally. I think even if you got Honko instead of Bisek, you'd be all right.
Who'd you say?
Honko.
Hato?
Honko.
Yeah.
Honko. David Honko. The Feyenoord center back.
Honko, okay. Okay. Yeah.
The Serbian one, he's like 29.
Mm-hmm. That's
I think
the
we
thing.
could get him for like 30 million. He's like the vice captain of Feyenoord.
But that's the thing, bro. Once you say 29, it's like, nah, your SDs aren't gonna be for that, bro. That dude was taken out pre-search, bro. You know that filter went up to 27 at most. And even the 27-year-olds, they were like, nah.
Bro, they said that they were gonna get impact players regardless on age. That's what their words. That's what the exact words were. That's what the words that were briefed were. Impact players that it does not matter of the age.
All right.
Like, the one thing though, is this kid that we were getting. This kid. Every time I watch this kid, bro, it's like the magic of football's back. I swear to fucking God, bro. Every time I watch Esteban, man, it's like watching the magic of football like be reincarnated.
Bro, he better be good. I'm purposely not watching him so that I can be surprised when he gets to the Prem. If he's not good, I am going to crash it.
You can crash it all you want. I know what I watched over the last fucking year.
Okay, you've watched, I haven't, so just let you know. And see, what Mafia say? Yeah,
They're getting it right back. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. Even if they do trust Bradley, they're getting it right back.
Yeah, because
they're getting a left back and a right back. They're going to get both, in my opinion. The right back is the one that's the interesting one, though. The left back, I'm pretty sure it's either one or two player. It's one or two player options at left back.
Who's the second one for you?
What? I think you still could go for Robinson.
I think Fulham is going to ask for 60, 65, bro.
Yeah, no shit, they're going to ask for 60. It's the best. It's their best player.
We're not doing that. We're not spending 60 on a left back.
But yeah, you better hope you guys win the Kirkhead deal then.
What I'm saying, at this point, Hughes has to have something done already because, what have you been doing, my guy? What have you been doing? You haven't been strengthening contacts. You don't have a new short list. The short list is 3 years old, bro.
That's why that's why we both believe you're going for Colwell. We both believe if we get Hoyson, if I'm being serious, if Chelsea get Hoyson, be ready for that Colwell bid to come.
Oh yeah.
That Colwell bid is ready. Imminent if that fucking shit happens. Yeah. Imminent. The way you guys have been moving, every link. There's not one link outside of Ekatike that's not new. And even Ekatike, you guys aren't even that hot on anymore from what I'm reading.
No, you got priced out.
Yep. That's what I read too.
You got priced out.
So yeah, the striker situation's actually looking way more spookier than we thought.
Yep, because that means.
Did you take Ollie Watkins?
No. Too much of a counter attack.
Is Who's in the chat still?
Ollie Watkins is too much of a counter attacker, and people like to cite his creativity based on the assists and the metrics, but it's like
I'd like to ask Hussam that question actually. What other strikers could you go for? Who else are you being linked to?
bro, we're going for Sesko, bro. Arsenal's going to change their target. Sesko has already lined up a move to the Prem. I'm sure he's had conversations with Klopp. How was
Vardy.
Liverpool? Like, yeah, Vardy. I saw a post. Some idiot was like, "What do you guys think about signing Kevin De Bruyne?" I'm like, "For what?"
Yo, we got linked to De Bruyne too, son. Yo, let De Bruyne live, son.
Let
you know
De
what?
Bruyne
Let
live.
him live, bro. Why we gotta do these to these people, son? Like, let them live.
Yeah, yeah, but so strikers, I don't think we're going for Gyökeres. And I
Dude,
think he's
you
a
know my
Swedish
feelings
Nunes.
about
Yeah,
Gyökeres. I
Swedish
saw
Nunes.
another comp today of Gyökeres.
That was
From
awful.
he played, I think, what was it, Rio Ave or some shit?
Yeah, he played Rio Ave. That was a terrible compilation.
Bro, I was like, yo, why is this striker fucking in left wing so goddamn often? He is at the left wing the entire game. He's at the left fucking wing. Like, I'm like, yo.
Barely using his left foot, mind you. Barely using his left foot.
He won't. He wasn't. He just wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't use the left. He just wouldn't.
But yeah, so there's that fool. There's Sesko. There's the Lap, which I don't think we're in for, and then there's João Pedro.
Oh, Pedro, that's the one. What did they quote you for? What's the quote on that one?
I don't know. It's probably like 60, maybe 70 at most. But if he's going to be our starting striker, like it's very interesting. Very interesting to see. And this is only because I don't think my club has the balls to slap all the money on the table for Isak.
Yeah, I don't think so. Ooh, now they don't. Not after the fucking signings. How much? They're both making for what? 4? They're both making 4? Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, exactly, Mafia. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's Brighton for you, though. Unless they got the little clauses in there like you guys did with McAllister. Nobody knew about the goddamn clause, and then you guys came and hit the clause. It's like, what the fuck? 35 million for McAllister?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just like, but I don't think they got that for Pedro's.
No. I would love that, but
and to be honest, Pedro really ain't like.
He's
more Bobby than anybody.
Yeah.
He's more Bobby.
That's what we need. We need someone that's going to maximize Salah's output. At this point, the attack needs to maximize Salah's output.
You guys can have Nico.
No, but Nico misses too many chances to maximize Salah's output. You were close. You were close. Because I'll be like, okay, Nico, he does some stuff, but nah, he misses too many chances.
Really, like Thuram actually would be perfect.
Thuram, and you know what? You know what'd be the funny thing? If we got a striker like Thuram, you would have to see Szoboszlai improve his output or get a replacement, and that would make these Liverpool fans happy because Thuram would bring Salah and
everybody in. He would bring everybody in.
Exactly.
Like he's just good at His link up is one of my favorites to watch. He's not that great of a striker, like in the box.
He's a footballer, bro. He's just a 6'4" footballer, and he's good because his dad.
That's why I think, Nico. If Nico went to Italy, bro, he'd be alright. Nah, bro.
We're not doing Ferran Torres hype in 2025. He's a super sub on that Barcelona team, bro. Give me out.
Who else? What other strikers?
Ferran Torres was in the Prem, mind you. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The thing is, if we're defending our
I like that Strand Larson kid too.
I like Jorgen too. I don't know if he can make that jump.
No, not yet. Maybe one more year. But like, if he was getting relegated, yeah, you go and get him.
Maybe so. Charles, I don't mind Charles. You know who I like? Who's an FM person? I doubt will go for it. Petter Hogg. I think he is it Bodo Glimt he plays
Mhm.
for? I like John Petter. Yeah, he's a little bit of baller. But realistic targets, bro. We're gonna be in for the every striker that Arsenal's in for. We're gonna be in for except for Gyökeres. I'll tell you that right now.
You're not gonna get burned twice by that league.
What? What'd you say?
So you're not gonna get burned twice by that league.
Yeah, no, we won't. Edwards won't go back. Edwards is like, fuck that. I'm not buying another damn player from Portugal.
Where do you think Turkey goes?
Realistically or hopefully?
Realistically.
United.
Me too. That's where I think he goes too. That could be a really dangerous front three if you think about it.
If they do it right, if they get so hopefully you get Osimhen for your sake, but if they go Delap, Cunha, and Cherky, that's still less than 90 mil.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're gonna be paying for Cunha. They're gonna be paying 60 at minimum. So it's gonna be between.
You think Cunha would be 60?
Yeah,
so
between Cunha and Delap, they're gonna be spending. Yeah, they're gonna be spending 120 between the whole front line.
Yeah, but
that's why I don't think that's the only reason I don't think they get him in the end, is because they'll spend on Cunha, they'll get the striker, and then they'll have to sell Garnacho, and then that Garnacho deal is going to be their issue because they're not going to be able to get rid of him.
You don't think unless you guys save him, Napoli or you guys?
It's gonna, dude. You see the type of moves we're making. Like, unless Man U have some type of interest in one of our players, like if it's in Cuckoo or something, like that's the only way I see that type of move happening. Do you see how we're moving? Like you can tell how we're moving. You can tell the type of players
you guys are like bartering almost.
We are, bro. We're NBA fucking trades, son.
Yo, NBA 2K, my trade. Trying to throw in draft picks.
NBA trades, son. What are we talking about here?
Trade. We're doing the trade generator. This shit is too funny. Bro, I need someone to make a trade generator for Chelsea.
Bro, we playing FM on a real note. And FM, bro, what do? You always try to add a player into a fucking
player
always
plus cash.
always trying to put a swap
player plus cash.
Yeah, player plus cash,
and
bro.
The cash is over 5 years.
Yeah.
We doing installments.
Split that bitch up for fucking 10 million that you have this fucking spend. You fucking split that bitch up. Fucking, I think you can only do 3 in football FM. But yeah, I get you. That's Chelsea though. That's Chelsea in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Except now we're doing it this way. So like, the FFP books and shit. Like, you give us this and we give you this and it equals this, and that's what we spend.
Yeah, so you want this player and I want this player.
We're buying cars out here. We trading cars. That's what we're doing. We're taking the car, we trade it in, we give you a little bit of cash on top of the car, this, that, and the third. We got what we need. You know what I'm saying?
They're exchanging finances to make all right, so this will balance our books this way, your books will look this way, and then once we do the actual exchange of assets, we'll both have books that are in the black and we'll be good. Yeah. It's like these niggas, bro.
Yeah, we'll just make it sound all nice in the public, but we just handing you 42 million. I'm taking your player, you're taking my player.
Bro, the Aston Villa, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle saga we saw this last summer.
It's going to be more of that this summer, bro. There's going to be more of that.
We're going to be doing that too.
And Chelsea is going to be in the middle of all of it every single time.
Every time.
Because they have they have assets. And they will take your assets for our assets and cash, if not,
And then
that's what we did with.
If you don't want our assets, we have a subsidiary that we have assets at as well.
Yeah,
assholes.
But not only that, we're probably getting another one this year. The way that things are moving, we'll probably get another team this year. Probably in Portugal, if you want my guess. If you want my guess, it'll probably be a
Yeah,
team.
because you guys have been looking in Portugal for over a year now, right?
Mhm.
Or is it over 2 years?
We wanted to buy Sporting.
Yeah, you were
years.
saying that. Mm-hmm.
We wanted to buy Sporting. That would have been a mess, though. I think that would have been a mess because Sporting, like, getting Champions League at the same time as us, like, and Strasbourg potentially getting Champions League,
That would
and
be
us getting
hilarious.
Champions League. That
The
shit
Blue
would have
Coat
been a
Champions
fucking
League.
nightmare. Like
Blue Coat
year
Champions League.
1, 2, bro. Like think year 1. Like after buying, think about if they had, it would have been like year 1 or 2, pretty much. Year 2 now. It would have been Strasbourg. Year 2, we've had Strasbourg. We were trying to buy Sporting 2 years ago too. So it would have been like
Corruption.
the year we bought Caicedo because we were going to buy Ugarte and buy part of Sporting. That shit's great. That shit's these FN fucking sporting directors, bro.
Bro, if we don't spend 250 mil this summer, nominal value, not net, nominal 250, I'm gonna lose my shit.
So tell me what you want. 250. What do you want? Left back, right back.
I need a left back. I need a right back. I need a third string center back. I need a striker, and I need another midfield option in one of the 3 places in midfield.
So it's 5 players.
That's without one of the left wingers leaving. If one of the left wingers leave, I need a replacement for that.
Well, you're not going to get a striker unless you sell Nunez anyways. So
no, but I'm saying the left wing. If Diaz leaves, we need a replacement. So that could be 6.
I just that Saudi money better be coming then.
So I'm saying, bro, is Saudi going to make our window again?
That Saudi money better be coming. That's all I'm going to say.
I think they're budgeting for it. I think Nunez and Kirkez are done deals. Like
I don't
currently,
know, because I saw some news about, and maybe Nunez could be like the savior in disguise for us in Chelsea, because they go by Nunez instead of Osimhen. Because there's only 2 teams really that are going to be spending money in Saudi Arabia. It's Al Ittihad and Al Hilal.
Al Hilal is Mendez's team, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where Mendez loves.
Yeah,
Nunez.
that's where Mendez sends everybody that he can't find a team.
No. But like Nunez's old coach is the Al Hilal coach.
Yeah.
So, I think that's what they're just banking on that. Because if they rejected 70 in the winter, if they knew he was going to leave and they just needed him for bodies, they would have just agreed it.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is they could get Osimhen for 60. And that's a team that they're linked to. That's the team he's linked to. That's what Ben Jacobs said. And I actually believe Ben Jacobs when it comes to Saudi reports.
I hear it. But who's going to ask for less money?
I mean, you're going to have to ask for less money on Nunez, is the point.
No, like Darwin, the player himself. I think Darwin's going to command less of a wage than Osimhen, who's on fire.
What is Nunez on now? Like 100?
140?
Yeah, he'll demand less probably. He'll probably demand less to go to, because Osimhen's going to want like 3 plus if he goes to Saudi. The crazy part is, I bet you we could get him at about 2. Like at 2.
You could.
Yeah, I think we could get him at 2. Like if you gave him 2 up, like taxed, right? Like it's coming out of taxed 2, like we'll be all right. Like, but we have to be in Champions League too.
Yeah, you have to get Champions League. That's essential.
We have to get Champions League, bro.
And then Diaz is on $70K a week, bro, and he hasn't signed the new contract. So it's like we got to do something with Diaz.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Durang did get 300, and he's looking like shit out there right now. Have you been watching the clips? Yeah,
it's getting bad.
It's getting bad out there for him. He ain't playing. He is playing awful. Like, and the Cristiano Ronaldo fanboys have been killing him.
Really?
Yeah. You should go look on Twitter a bit about it. Just do a little bit of a Duran latest search on it.
Yeah,
on Twitter real
quick.
I'll
have to do that. And
you'll see it. You'll see it, bro. You'll see it. Like he ain't playing well at all.
When's that game start? When's the basketball game start?
5, and I gotta go to the dispo beforehand. So
Let's end it.
In 45 minutes, 5 for me, 8 for you. So yeah, we are gonna end it here. I got a new video for you people because
hey man, I said Liverpool in 36 is Liverpool in 34. What's up, man? Fuck what y'all heard. The American was right.
Oh, they already
run the clip.
It started already? Fuck. It started at
Run
4.
the clip and get out of here.
Fuck
Love.
me. All right. Well, I'm running the clip.
Thing when you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is